Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is the 100 line Last Defense Academy. And we're going to be doing another route that I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what route it's going to be. But the plan is to just make some of my own decisions while saving Darumi. That's what I want to do. I want to have Darumi in this route come hell or high water. I want to find out more about her character. She was always like on the kind of like back. For sometimes she would say random stuff, but some of the stuff she said, I was like, man, that's like really like kind of sad and like suffix as well. Look at these routes that we could have taken as well. So we're gonna have to go all the way back to like day like 8 or 7 or something. Is it 8 when we made this decision? Decide which school to save. And then that's the choice we made here, right? Before the decision. So let's start it. We're gonna be saving our own academy, which means, let's just be honest what this means. Moko is dead. Like, there's no way around this. That's what's about to happen right now. Moko is dying. There's no way around this. And we know some people might die as well, but we know Moko is gone. And it's tough, but it is what, you know, there's going to be more tough choices to come. Save with school. There we go. We're saving Darumi. We're saving Darumi. And it doesn't feel good, right? But like, obviously I want to see Darumi. But I can't abandon the main campus. If it falls, this will all be for nothing. Let's head back to the Last Defense Academy. Are you sure? If the invaders get inside the defense room, there's no there. Humanity is finished. It's their only chance. Sorry, I think he said only choice. What's going to happen to everyone at this academy, though? We came here to help them, and now we're just going to leave. Are you really okay with that? I mean, that's the thing. Like, we also are not helping out Nozomi. We're also not helping out Yugumu, you know? Like, the Kyoshika. Like, if Kyoshika's gone to this route as well, it's going to be so sad. Are we supposed to be saving someone who died in your future? I know, but I managed to make it through, they managed to make this through this attack last time. They should be able to do it this time, the same again. Last Defense Academy has to come first. The enemy didn't attack so soon before. We need to hurry if we want to stop the worst from happening. And what the worst is Darumi dying.
Oh?
Alright, if that's your decision, let's not waste any more time. We need to get back as soon as we can. And there's Hiroko once again supporting us so much. At least like supporting our decisions, right? Or like not even supporting our decisions, but like backing our decisions. There's a school bus in the parking lot here. We can use that. The parking lot, okay, let's check it out. It's so crazy that we're already in a new story again, right? It's already going to be new. Instead of saving second last Defense Academy, we'd be returning and protecting our own school. That was my decision, and I had to stick with it. Even so, I'm still worried about her. Of course. Nozomi. And we just got back. There's a bus here, just like you said. Oh, no, this isn't back. Okay, we're still at second to last. Tsubasa, do you think you can drive it? Yeah, I should be able to figure something out. Then let's get on and head back. An idea was forming in my head. A dishonest, cowardly idea? But it may be the only way if I could save everyone here. I needed to save Karawa. At the very least. Sorry guys, before we head back, can I swing by the enemy base first? Wait, what? Wait, what? Just for a minute, it won't take long, I promise. Wait. Interesting, so we're doing both somehow? Well, if we're quick, I guess it won't make too much difference. All right, but if we're doing this, we have to hurry. Thanks, I really appreciate it. We boarded the school bus and drove towards the northern edge of the school grounds. What is happening? And then a little ways from there, we saw it. The enemy stronghold. We got out and walked the rest of the way so we wouldn't be spotted. This is so interesting. I didn't expect this to happen at all. Right? What's this cowardly idea? I wonder what he has as well. That's what invaders are holed up? Huh? There sure are a lot of them. Before I could say anything, another voice cut across me.
Huh? Who are you guys?
That's Nozomi. Yeah, so we met her here last time as well, but like now what are we doing? Are we telling her to... Oh no, wait. I instinctively turned to face the speaker. Are we going to tell Nozomi to get out of here with us right now without saving Moko? Are you in class armor then? Are you? It's so hard. You know what's so difficult about this playthrough sometimes? I'm looking at Nozomi after we had so many amazing moments. The last moment we had with Nozomi, we were in her freaking arms. You know, before that we were talking about having a date together. You know what I mean? And now we're back to like square one, looking at a stranger. She's looking at us as a stranger, you know?
Yeah.
My heart almost flew right out of my chest. There she was, alive again. It was such a relief. I had to fight to stay on my feet. I could feel the beginning of tears in the corners of my eyes. Are you on our side? You are, aren't you? Please, you have to help me. Our infirmary has been destroyed and Nigo's been captured. Without his help, I can't fix the Revive-O-Matic and bring my friends back. Moko, that's one of our team. She's already heading for the base. But with just two of us, I don't think... Nozomi, please, you have to calm down. How do you know my name? It's a long story. I don't have time to explain it all right now. But we're from another school like yours, Last Defense Academy. We're about to head back there. I don't want you to come... Oh my god. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's convincing Nozomi to just go with us, not even think about, like, what's he gonna say? Is he gonna say that, like, in my timeline, Moko is gone already? If you, and I don't know. What? I can't just leave. The others need my help. The others, wait, what if, like, we're not even gonna save, like, Yugumu or Karada or Kyoshika? That was more or less how I expected her to react, but I wasn't leaving her behind. The Revive-O-Matic doesn't work on Nozomi if she gets seriously hurt trying to raid this base. No, I won't let that happen. Saving her is the whole reason I came back. It's okay, you see, I'm from the future and I know your team is going to... I mean, technically we know that 3 of them are going to be alright, but that's because Nozomi was there too, right? Because Moko's gone. Moko dies after we know Moko dies. Are we telling the fib? The future? That's right, everyone's going to be okay. Moko... Oh, no. Moko, Kyoshika, and Kurata and Yugumo are all going to be fine. We know this isn't the case. We know, like, legitimately, like, so that, like, the butterfly effect of time, if you take one of those variables out of there, it changes. You take Nozomi out of the situation, who is, like, the generated healer of the group. All of a sudden, you're down to Yugumo, Kurata, and Kyoshika. It could change everything. We're not thinking this true. I think we're just thinking about getting Nozomi back. That's all he's thinking about. You know their names too? Just who are you? Our school is in danger, and it's the place our whole mission here hinges on. If it gets destroyed, we lose. Humanity is finished. We're finished? I'm not exaggerating. It would mean the war is all for nothing. All of it? I knew Nozomi wouldn't be able to refuse if I put it like that. Oh my god, we're using... And it is 100%... We need to say this. Takemi's not a perfect character. He never was. We have used, like, you know, slightly manipulative language before, right? And he's not wrong in saying that, like, yeah, the mission that we know of right now does depend on our building and not their building, right? But also the whole conversation about, like, Moko surviving is just not true. It's blatantly not true. She's gonna die eventually. She's gone. Winning the war and saving humanity was just that important to her. She shouldn't have risked. She wouldn't have risked everything to come back here otherwise. And we know that's what's the problem is. Like, we know these characters so much that we can use some of this stuff in our conversations and our, like, convincing of people. Now you see we have to leave. We have to protect Last Defense Academy. And to do that, we need your help. Can we not grab... I know Moko's gone, but can we not grab Yugumo, Kyoshika, and Kurata as well? You sure everyone will be alright? No! They'll also... No, they won't! No! Yes, absolutely. Oh, this route is going to be crazy, isn't it? Once the school is safe, we can come back with the right tools to fix your Revive-O-Matic. The sweat on his face tells such a story. Your friends can still be saved. Oh, no. But Takemi... Quiet, show me. He's made his choice. And again, look at the judgment in her eyes as well. She knows as well we're not telling the truth. She knows. She knows we're telling a lie. She knows we're fibbing. My choice to lie to Nozomi, the Revive-O-Matic only works directly after death. Exactly. Exactly. This is rough. This is not the way to do this. At all. At all. By the time we returned to the Last Defense Academy and came back here, it would be too late. Yeah, that's why you should grab the other 3 as well. I know Moko's gone. I know Moko's going to be gone if we leave this fight. But we should grab the other 3 as well. Because if you're going to lie anyway, say Moko's going to be okay, but the other 3 need to come back with you. You know what I mean? Oh my god, this is a brutal way of doing this. But if things turn out like they did last time, only Moko would have to die. Yeah, but you're taking variables out of this. You're taking a variable, like if Nozomi's not there, things change. I felt bad for her, but if her sacrifice could prevent others from dying, it's going to prevent Darumi from dying. I'll explain everything later. For now, please just trust me. Oh, man. Because, like, again, we don't know what's going to happen when you change things slightly, you know? I don't like the line. I don't like it at all. All right, I'm going to believe you. You're telling the truth. I'll go with you. I mean, it's the only way humanity can survive, right? This is so manipulative. Oh, my God. Nozomi was scared and confused, but she still understood enough for me to talk her around. Of course, I'd known all along that she was the kind of person who'd want to help others in a crisis. I also knew I was taking advantage of her kind-hearted nature. We are! This is the worst start ever this is the worst starting point for a relationship with Nozomi ever. It's worse than even running up to her and trying to hug her the first time we saw her. Legitimately, and that was bad. Not bad in terms of, like, you know, oh, Takumi's being rude or awful here, but in a way that, like, you know, awkwardness. Now it's going to be like, you said to be okay.
All right, everyone back on the bus. We're getting out of here.
This is so rough. It's so rough. We made our way to school. And again, I want to make clear, they never said Takumi was perfect. They've acknowledged before that he has done so. He has been, like, you know, he's used kind of like information to, like, get, like, remember this time when he was, like, trying to convince people of stuff as well? I feel like he's, you know, done that before as well. Like, whether it be, like, the stuff he was going to do for Ima for Kako, or even, like, the stuff with, like, the other group members as well, where, you know, he tried to kind of, like, you know, talk his way around them as well by using information that he knew about them. Or I guess, like, you know, and like, I don't know, trying to get around their emotions. It just still feels so bad, right? It's just like, I wish we got a choice on this or something. We made our way back to the school bus and sped over the rough, bumpy terrain back towards the main gate, especially since I love the Nozomi, Takumi relationship so much. Eventually, it's under attack right now, isn't it? It's definitely going to be under attack. I mean, it was under attack when we went there last time, but we've also, like, spent a bunch of time to get all the way to the other academy there, or the base. There's a possibility that Yugamu's going to be gone, that Karawa's going to be gone, and Kyoshiro are gone too. We finally arrived back at the Last Defense Academy, but there was no one there to welcome us. So this is the Last Defense Academy. It really is just like ours. Everyone, look at that. What are we seeing? There's the invaders again. Oh my god. That's what we saw. I remember the scene. I remember this scene so vividly. So vividly. Yeah, there's a ton of invaders here already. You're back, boy. I'm glad to see you guys. Oh, this guy again. How are the others doing? Are they okay? Yeah, but they're in big trouble. They won't last much longer without your help. I suggest you get your ass in gear and get in there. I want to see Darumi on the battlefield right now. I want to see Darumi. I understand we'll handle it. That's the only thing that's going to get me through the day. I'll fight too. Please let me help. Of course, just don't overdo it. Come on, guys. Our friends need our help. Let's do this. I every time I look at Nozomi now, I just think of this lie we told her about everyone being okay. Here we go. There was literally a thing in my head last week where I'm not even joking. I said this last week where I said I might take like a month or two break from this game. And the reason I was doing that is because I was like, man, because the second scenario was, let's say it after this, by the way. The second scenario was rough. It was rough on my mind sometimes. I was just like, it was the last video of the day, and it was painful. Some determined looks here. And it was just painful reveal after painful reveal, so it ended up being this thing where I was like, no, I still love the game, but I was like, man, I need like take at least like a month before we get back into another route, because of how like it was just constant. Here's another bad thing. Here's another bad thing. Here's another horrible thing to happen to people, amongst all like a lot of beautiful stuff. But then I finished the last route and I was like, man, oh, there's the Ruby. I finished the last route and I was like, I can't. I need to play more. I ended up just being like, man, I love this game so much.
Oh, hey,
even more than I did before that route.
you guys got here.
Oh my god.
I thought that weirdo stalker was gonna kill me for sure.
Who's the weirdo stalker? The commander? Guys, you have no idea how happy I am to see this gal. She was so funny to me in the first group, and not only that now, like we get a chance to actually talk to her, to actually figure out what she's about, but like, and also she's gonna be here, you know?
Weirdo stalker.
Is he talking with the commander?
Anyway, you're okay now. That's the important thing.
Oh my god, and by the way, saying that directly to Darumi, I think that's for people who like, again, it's for anyone who played this route first, that's like, oh, just a random line. Him saying that directly back to what Darumi says, for people who played the other route, and the other routes, that's like a sigh of relief, you know?
So Dashing coming to my rescue.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say this right now. Anything she says is gonna be hilarious for the like first while because I just missed her.
That would totally be a romance flag if this were a dating sim. Too bad for you, it's a killing game.
I missed it. I missed it. I know that she acknowledges, yeah, that's a romance flag.
The plan is to save the others before beginning our counterattack. Yes?
Correct.
We'll have to be quick. A lot of them are surrounded.
And Nozomi's here for this fight too. Man, this is like, yeah. Like I said, like I want to just finish my thought from before. Like I literally had got to the end of like the route. And I got to like 3 episodes before the end, basically. Like, and I was like, man, I'm gonna need to take a break after all this. Like, and you saw it, every single episode there was like a reveal that was just like, holy crap, more horrific things happening. And then I got to the end of the route and I finished the episode like yesterday. I finished recording it, by the way, and I uploaded it within like a few hours after editing it. And my thought process changed from like I need to take a month break to being like, there's no way. I said in the video, I can't leave these characters yet. I can't. I need them. I need to be around them.
Right. Let's turn this battle around.
I wonder
guys.
we'll be able to skip this, or no, we never did this battle. We came in and saved them, but we weren't here for this exact battle, right?
Look alive out there, kids. The barrier's integrity level is getting awfully low.
Okay.
If it goes down, it's all over. You can't let them keep attacking it.
You know what, Saray? I know the truth of this whole war. Let them attack it.
Okay, but why are there 3 commanders? Are they all attacking us at once now?
Seems to be. Isn't that rough now for this whole playthrough when we defeated a commander? We know we're defeating a hero of an invaded nation. Forever.
No. This is one commander who can split into 3.
And Takumi knows this stuff as well.
On their own, the copies aren't all that strong, but if one goes down, the others will revive.
Yes.
We have to defeat them all at the same time, or they'll just keep coming back.
Yeah, this mechanic is almost like a tale as old as time. We fought this battle so many times now.
This one's really strong, huh? I'll try not to get insta-killed like the fodder I am.
Don't say that.
It probably won't do any good, but I'll still try.
Let's go. Let's go. We're skipping the battle. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. We've done this battle technically once before. It just makes sense.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh my god. And this time it's not gonna be like, oh, Darumi's gone, you know? At least that's the consolation of all the lies and... There's no consolation for Moko. Like, it's not a consolation. You can't call it a consolation when it comes to Moko's dead. She's dead. You know what I mean? That's horrible. End of. You know? But like... I wanted to see Darumi again. I wanted to learn about Darumi, and I wanted to like have Darumi back in the game because that tore me up so much. It really did. And now Moko's dead is probably going to be very upsetting too.
That sure was a close one. But so long as my dear sister's safe, it's all good.
It's so interesting after all the stuff that happened with these characters in the last part as well, with all of them dying, that they're, you know, just seeing them here now again, it actually makes me very happy.
I'm glad you showed up too. But how come your group's bigger now?
Oh, we have Nozomi with us now.
You must be Nozomi, right? But why is it just...
Yeah, we didn't get everybody.
We'll explain later. The battle's not over yet. Look over there.
Will it just be a bunch of skippable battles now? I wonder. Because we've seen this cutscene, like, this is like, I think this is probably the 4th time we've seen this cutscene? Am I right in saying that? Or maybe 3rd time. Because it is like a cutscene that happens in the first route. It's a cutscene that happens in the second route we did, and then we didn't do the second route, the first 10 days of the second route the last time. So it's the 3rd one, I guess. Wait, they could talk now as well. And there's Veshnis! It's so crazy that, like, after everything happened with Veshnis, well, just looking at it from this way too.
They're back to finish me off.
So that's the stalker. That's what they're talking about, the stalker. Oh, I'm sorry. It's amazing to see Zarumi's bright blue hair and her bright eyes. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know, it feels so good. It feels so good. But like, it's so interesting. You know what I mean? Like, it plays with your mind too. The fact that all the stuff we went through with Veshnis, the fight we have with Veshnis, the struggles, and now we're gonna have to do something like that probably again with Veshnis again.
Who is that? Why have I never seen her before?
And of course, we have fought Veshnis twice before, right? 3 times before. But the issue is now is that that the way this game works with the canon, and honestly, it just makes perfect sense. They only take the first route as like the one you did, and then this is technically always gonna be the second route you go into. Because honestly, it's already ambitious, the fact that you can do 100 endings. To do 100 endings and have your character remember absolutely everything and change the dialogue every time, that is just asking the game to never be released. It just is. It just asks the game never to be released.
Who cares? We just gotta take down anyone who gets in our way.
And you might be saying, oh, well, they can just change it to be like, oh, that's Veshnis. But then if he says that's Veshnis, then he has to say every single thing he heard throughout the entire playthrough. Not only that, but he has to understand what these creatures are that he's fighting. They have to make an informed decision right away, right now, on what they should do with the Futurum people. It would open up 300 more routes. You know what I mean? It would. It just would. Like, you have to understand it in some aspects. It's one of those things. It's one of the most ambitious games I've ever played, but it is a game. You know what I mean? And we're not gonna mark it down for being a video game. Veshnis is just standing there, by the way, and the fact that that is just Veshnis, you know. Is this gonna be a skip one as well? I imagine, right? Because we played it before, right? Ah! Oh, you skipped all the battles. Yes, if you skip one, I forgot that. Yeah. At least all the skippable ones you skip as well.
Phew. I think we won.
I said it before, but it does amazing wonders for the pacing of the game. The fact that you can skip some battles, you know?
Not yet. We still have to deal with the one in the hood.
Oh my god, Takumi, we ain't dealing with the one in the hood, I'll tell you that much.
Is that another commander?
I don't know. I never saw anyone like that
Oh
around.
no,
the
run.
first time.
Just run. Or absorb the commander as soon as possible. I wish I could just say that right now. The figure in the hood lunged forward and struck before I had a chance to react. Yes, what they're about to do to the commander. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is our first, in this week, the first interaction with the Supreme Commander, right? And it's also what I'm talking about, how ambitious the game would be a million times more ambitious. Because then we wouldn't let her take anyone alive. We'd be taking everyone's powers and we'd be so ultra powerful that the commander would be destroyed in 2 seconds.
That's the Supreme Commander! The invaders' leader!
Yeah, oh, the fear in Takumi's voice.
She's the one in charge?
Yep,
Ah, so you already know about
we do. Oh, that cracked mask. It's so interesting to see with the mask
Then
on as
all
well.
that talk about time travel in the last battle was true after all.
They're very good with sound design in this game too, the way they stop the music as she says this.
That day, my allies and I felt our strength drastically increase, seemingly out of nowhere.
Yep.
I thought it might have something to do with the weapon you're keeping here, so I came by to investigate.
And we know the weapon that we're keeping here, right, is Shion, which is their second coming. Oh my god, it's so crazy going back to
I
this.
came by to investigate, and I overheard some very interesting information.
If I had to guess, I'd say your time travel shenanigans are responsible, Samino.
Oh, and he said it out loud as well.
It seems the enemy's hemo-anima reacted to your presence as well.
Oh my god, and that's the Paragon of Warfare's son. Dalshia, right?
So, the invaders are all stronger now, too?
Yep.
You heard all that?
Thanks to you traveling through time, we're stronger than ever now. And we can even understand your language. But you can't have come by that ability by normal means. You resorted to cannibalism.
And again, like a
didn't you?
domino effect, we taught them about cannibalism, and we're the reason that she cannibalizes her own people. Not the emotional reason, but the physical reason.
Not that I blame you. Now I know how good it feels.
But why would you do that? Doesn't your faith forbid absorbing someone else's power?
Oh, she's gonna become a god.
That never
She wants
stopped
to become a god.
did it? You're more than happy to slaughter and consume us to add to your own strength.
Yep, we consumed and slaughtered heroes of Futurum.
Now I will do the same. I won't be held back by outdated taboos anymore.
Dear Lord.
What should we do, Takumi?
She's like the last boss or whatever, right? I say we finish this right here, right now!
Takamura, if there's one thing about Veshnis, they're destined to be a person that is a thorn in her side for as much days as possible.
Can we really win?
Oh, I have no intention of fighting you today.
Of course. Of course.
I'm going to save you and your school for last. In the
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that, guys. The Supreme Commander raised her hand and brought it to her mask.
Hear my name
Yeah.
and tremble.
It's such a godly design now, right? Like, I think it's one of those things when you first see it, it's like, oh yeah, that's a pretty hairstyle and, like, you know, a really cool design. And now, like, it's become has such a presence to it, you know? One of the craziest villains in the history of video games.
I am the paragon of hope, Veshness. One day I will consume your power, and that of your weapon too. Then I will usher in the age of a new god.
And we know that that's what she wants as well, and what she's willing to do.
My self will ascend to godhood. I will become the uncontested ruler of this planet.
Vesh just faded out of sight, but her mocking laughter lingered long after she'd gone. Just a warning. She loves doing those warnings. We all stood there trying in vain to process what just happened. I hope I get a good rank after that. That was a tough battle. No one died, though. I did a really good job of that. 33,000 BP, by the way. We're leveling up Darumi like crazy. She's going to be our full force. What a weird, like, turn of events. Like, having, like, Nozomi here right now in this war room, but not Yugumu or, you know. And after that battle, we went straight to the graveyard, right? We cut to the graveyard with Darumi. So it's true, Takumi really from the future? I know, right? You think he'd at least show up in a tricked out DeLorean or something. There's the references we love. Darumi, everything you say will be amazing for the next while. Speaking of Takumi, where'd he go? Saray took away to discuss something. That's why we're oh, wait. So Takumi's not even here. That's interesting. Right, sorry. Short attention span. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Darumi. I hate that he's stealing the spotlight from my dear sister's visions, but his predictions have been accurate enough that we can't write them off as a coincidence. I see. I guess it makes sense. I've never met him before, but he knows so much about me and my friends. Strictly speaking, it's more like his conscience got replaced with a version of him from another timeline who knew about it already. I guess that's one way to look at it. Same diff, don't overcomplicate it. I think it's important to talk about it, though. It's interesting to talk about it, too, though. It's quite a big dip if you care about preserving your sense of self and avoiding time paradoxes. Oh my god, we're getting into this stuff as well. You know, I'm glad we got him here. So Takumi told us a lot about you too, Nozomi. I'm sorry, but do we be a little pervert like we know? Why are you calling yourself a pervert now? I should be arrested for stalking. No, come on, Shoma. This also explains why Takumi was so confident about everyone being okay. No. I'm still worried that Amari says I won't be able to relax until I go back and see it for myself. I know, but setting out at this hour would be asking for trouble. It would be too easy for the invaders to get a jump on us. All the travel and fighting today really has taken it out of me, too. And Takumi said they're okay, right? It'll be fine. He's seen it all play out before. Oh, no. And he says it with such a bright smile. No. Yeah, I guess so. We can't. No. It's so painful. So painful. While the conversation was going on, I was talking to Saray in the hallway outside the war room. So what did you want to talk about? Don't be so cagey, Sumino. Why do you think I'm going to get mad at you? Why would I do that? Just because you abandoned Ego and his academy team to die? Don't, Saray, I know who you are, and I know what you are, Mr. Will of Humanity. What you tried to do in the end. I ain't listening to you not one bit. Or because you lied to Kirifuji about the Cure of Humanity to get her to come back with you. That's very true. That is very true. That's very true. With this dark music in the background. You're going to be dead a little while for the machine to work on you. A couple of hours at most. Even if you fix the one at the second campus, anyone who's already dead is staying dead. I know, but it's okay. Last time it was only one of them to die. Yeah, but we changed the variables. They may lose a team member, but they won't be wiped out completely. That's why I chose to prioritize this academy. Then why'd you bring Kirifuji? If you were exactly in the back of our mind, we did something incredibly selfish. On the surface, you tried to convince yourself that it wasn't selfish. Factually so, I would say, not even maybe factually so, but like I think so, Nozomi, Yugumu, Kurata, and Kyoshika would have survived that fight. They would have survived. But now that we took Nozomi out of there, the healer, there's a chance that everything changes. And what Saray's saying is true. If you were so sure they'd be okay, wouldn't it have been fine to just leave her there? If we were so sure. Exactly. We did, and Takumi called it selfish, but I think in our minds sometimes we try to protect our decisions in that way. Well, I guess it's none of my business. You made the right call. I'm not about to reprimand you for it. I don't know, man. If Saray's saying it's the right call, it might be the wrong call. Second Last Defense Academy was only ever a decoy after all. It's important as nothing compared to the school. Heck, it barely has any real worth at all. It may have been destroyed sooner than expected, but it was always going to happen anyway. But it hasn't been destroyed the way it happened last time. Though why haven't I heard anything from Nigo? You must have noticed, Suno, your future, there was no attack here today. So, he's saying because we haven't heard anything from Nigo, there's a possibility that there's no communication, which means that like they didn't even get to the point where they were last time where everyone survived. We might have killed off like 4 people in a row off one decision. We might have killed off 4 people in a row. 5 people. 4 people. We might have killed off 4 people. Jesus freaking Christ. In that sense, it's a good thing you at least convinced Kurafuji to come with you, but that's the thing, like, it was Takumi's mind was blinded by the idea of leaving Nozomi anywhere, right? That he forgot the idea that, like, of how the future works. Even if you have to lie to do it, oh my god. So something's going on over there? Are you saying stuff is happening that I can't predict?
Yeah.
Afraid I can't answer that, but if it is the case, try to keep yourself on an even keel. You'll never make it through the rest of your time here if you don't. What the hell? I didn't like the sound of what Saray was saying. I had a lot on my mind, so as I headed back to my room. What Saray said all this time, like, was there's one part that's like, oh yeah, it's good for the academy. I don't really care about that stuff, but like, he's not wrong in saying that like things could have changed. You know what I mean? If we were so sure that Nozomi was going to be okay, why did we save her? You know, and she probably would have been okay. But now there's a chance we have made the decision that has led to the death of 4 of our friends. I got into bed, but the lies I told kept haunting me. Yeah, that's a sign, like a guilty conscience like that. Like, I don't know how people deal with it, you know? And everyone's told a fib once in their lives, but this is a huge lie. I don't know how people deal with that. I always think that when people like cheat on people, it's like, how do you even think? How do you eat? Like, that would be like, that would, like, if I ever even thought of doing something like that, right? It would be on my mind for like, ever. I don't know how people do it. I barely slept a wink that night. Day 9. We're back at day 9. Whew.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise. Get ready, prepare. Be ready.
I honestly, again, since I thought I was going to be taking a month break, I didn't think I'd be hearing that again so soon. The next morning, we all get together in the parking lot to prepare for another trip in the school bus. Oh, we're going to the last defense academy? Hurry, Takumi, let's get going. I know you keep telling me everyone's fine, but I can't help but worrying about them. You should. Yeah. We're saying, yeah is our answer. What else can you say, I suppose? I don't mind you going to the other academy, but some of you have got to stay back here. Now that the future is changing for what Sumino remembers, there's no telling what might happen. In that case, Takumi should pick who goes and stays. How many can I take with me? I've given Kawan on the skinny on the how to fix survive a manic. So you and her are given. Accounting for any battles you get in over there, let's say 3 more on top of that. Shoma, you should come. There's a commander we might have to fight on that we can't be without you. The defensive stuff, yeah. Okay, I'll probably want to give everyone more to worry about it, but if that's what you want, I'll go too. I don't like how we left things last time. Having Hiroko there is not a bad idea. Because I think you're stepping up to help others. Say that again and I'll make it so you can't walk for the next week. What'd I say? I thought I was being nice. But she doesn't want any attention in that way. I'll take the last... Oh my god! It's the least I can do after you saved me yesterday. Oh my... So when we arrived in canon, she felt like she was about to be killed. Darumi, you being on the journey would be so... I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah. Wow, I never figured it'd be a time to feel obligated like that. Darumi is actually someone that gets underrated sometimes. When we got attacked in the school that time, she was the first person to be like, you guys go, I'll sort out this crowd here. Because she does like killing things, but she's also reliable sometimes. Don't act like you know me. Go bury your head in a bear trap and die. Jesus Christ. Darumi is back. She's kind of adorable, though. Look at this. You can't tell me that's not adorable. You can't tell me the hand in the sleeve, the angry face, the heart on the eyes is not adorable. Well, you don't have to get so mad about it. Gaku. We just added another variable into this team, and it's called Darumi. You know? Don't worry. You're still the angel. You're still the angel. Everyone's fine, right? Takumi, they're going to be alright. Yeah, for sure. We better get going. Should we head for the enemy base after we arrived at the school? Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know if the enemy will still be around, though. Last time they left as soon as they captured Moko. If they are, we'll be going right into battle. We should make sure we're ready. Leave the driving to me. I've memorized everything I need to know about the Revive-O-Matic 2. Come on, guys. Everyone on the bus. Oh my god, we activate our class armor and set off. The bus rumbles along and over rugged landscapes, once more heading in the direction of the second to last defense academy. Can you imagine we might do this whole journey without Kyoshika as well? The other route I want to do after this, by the way, if we do another route after this, the one thing I want to do is I want to kill Eito. I want to kill Eito in the next route. I hate how this must make Nozomi feel, not knowing whether her friends were alive or dead, but I tried not to let it show. The others must have noticed that I was lying to her, though. It's not like I wanted to do this, but I had no other choice. I think they understood that too. I think we're trying to do a bit of convincing of ourselves, which again makes Takumi a very real character. We're trying to protect our own mind by making ourselves believe that this was the only choice we had. Technically, there would have been a better chance if Yugumu, Kyoshika, and Kurata are dead now, which I hope not. Technically, there would have been a better chance of them surviving if Nozomi was there. Just end of, right? Takumi is a realistic character in the sense that he's not perfect in any way, shape, or form. He did something very selfish. He saved Nozomi because he wanted to save Nozomi the most. In that moment, all he thought about was, I came back for Nozomi, I gotta get Nozomi. And now here's the thing, I hate using the word selfish or stuff like that as well. What happened there was not a very, I don't think it was, well, he did call it selfish himself, but I don't know if to me it's like more like, could you say self-serving, I guess? I just don't like calling people selfish that often when they do stuff that they want, but in this case, he saved Nozomi because he was worried that she wouldn't be safe, but didn't really think about saving the other crew in that moment because I guess he already made up his mind as well. So again, you know what I'm saying? It's really difficult. It's really difficult. But it's very clear he's trying to convince himself of a lot of things, I feel like. Which again makes him a very realistic character in my book. We sat in silence as the rune after rune rolled by outside the window. I love this on my wall. It's such a pretty, like 2-bit, like animation and a drawing. We arrived at Second Last Defense Academy and headed for the enemy camp on the north side of the school grounds. Oh, there's like a bajillion invaders here. They're like flies buzzing around a trash can. Oh my, I cannot believe we have her back. They're holding Moko in there somehow, or somewhere, right? What about the others? How do things go in your future, Takumi? Do you know where they are? No, we don't. I can't say for sure. We should focus on getting rid of the enemy first. With numbers like this, we'll need to stay alert so they don't overwhelm us. If worst comes to worst, just use me as a shield. Nope. Well, that technically is what we do with your battle anyway. Your combat, I should say. At least then my life will be worth something. Yeah! Let's do this, guys. That enemy base is going down. Is this going to be a skippable battle as well, I wonder? Because it's a very interesting team here as well. We'll just straight into it as well. Is it going to be skippable, I wonder? They are.
I knew charging in head first would be stressful, but I'm more nervous than ever now.
Don't worry. However scary they look, they're all the same on the inside.
Yeah, they're soldiers and injured people from Futurum.
So, let's rip them open and paint this face with their blood and viscera.
Again, these characters don't know that right now. I wonder if this isn't our skippable battle. We'll see, though. Maybe not, because we have Darumi and Nozomi. It's a very different idea. Oh, it is. Okay. There we go. Man, the pacing of this is going to go really fast, I'd say, because we've done so many of the battles, right? We fought so many of the commanders.
They're coming out from inside the base now! Everyone, be careful!
Oh, Lord, and there's that enemy we were talking about.
Okay, the commander has finally shown themselves.
For real? The little one? This is gonna be easy.
Great optimism, Darumi. Good job.
Don't be so sure. They can brainwash us if we get too close. Keep your distance.
But how are we supposed to win if we can't get close to them?
Shoma.
That's where Shoma comes in.
What? Me? But I'm just a piece of unburnable trash in human form.
Come on, Shoma. Stop this. I know it's not gonna stop.
Not. Your defenses are strong enough to deflect the commander's brainwashing arrows.
Yep.
Is that something else you learned in the future? My boy Takumi coming in clutch with
Oh
the
my-
real-life cheat codes again.
My boy Takumi, she says. I'm sorry, I miss her so much. Like I said, everything she says is gonna be like new and fresh to me and nice.
Shoma, you have to do this. You're our only hope.
I never thought anyone would say that to an unremarkable background character like me.
Oh, come on now, Shoma.
All right, I'll give it a
This
try.
is a side of Shoma I love as well, by the
Even
way.
if I have to self-destruct to do it.
I never want to badmouth someone for being doubtful of themselves. I hope it doesn't sound like that. But what I love about Shoma is that he is very much a character who, like, when you, if sometimes when you do give him praise and a bit of motivation, he's really good, and he's really like, you know, motivated. It's
Please,
nice to see.
No self-destructing, okay?
I wish we had like more of it, you know. It's probably gonna be a skip-up battle as well. You win, right?
So
No?
getting hit by these
Maybe not.
arrows is what causes the brainwashing. But a first-rate technique like that won't work against a piece of trash like me.
Oh, yeah. We've seen this scene before as well, but I wonder if it's different now that like Darumi's in the cutscene.
I am Paramith, the paragon of devotion. Destruction will be an act of love for you who are bound by the shackles of hatred. This is a show of my love for you. Open yourselves up.
I think it's the same cutscene. Yeah, I think it's the same
I
cutscene.
guess this is where the real battle starts.
100%.
A hideous monster like them has some nerve talking about love.
They have a lot of like very weird but the thing is like they have love for themselves. The people of Future have love. They have families. They have people they adore.
We have to defeat them to save humanity. And my friends, too.
Oh, Nozomi, I hope we can save like at least a few of them.
All counting on me. I'm not going to lose.
Because if we don't save them, like that has to be like a big ding in any part of like a relationship these characters have. And I'm not just saying that's the only thing I care about. As you guys know, like I want Kyoshika to be with us. I want Yugami to be with us. I want Kadara to survive. You know what I mean? And of course, Moko's already gone. But you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, exactly. That's the summation of how we should be feeling right now. That one face. That's a good summation. Sweating and going, That's a perfect idea of what we should be like. It's just gonna say you win, isn't it? Yeah. Honestly, the skip-up battles is such a great thing. It's such a great thing. You get some BP. On the shaky voice she has as well. This, make no bones about it, is a freedom fighter fighting for the freedom of our world against oppressors that we are about to kill.
Is this what the commanders really look like? They look almost...
They're basically like people.
Yeah, pretty weird, huh?
It is weird, and the full truth is even more
They
horrible.
can use hemoanima too, or something like it. Just who are these people?
Even I don't know that. We never found out very much about
Oh.
them before.
This, you know what this is? It actually is like a really beneficial way of telling a story too, because like whilst like there's part of me it's like, oh please, like, you know, I wish they knew. There's also part of me it's like, oh my god, this adds like an extra tension as well to the story where like they don't know what's happening, but I do.
Enough talk. We have to finish this one off.
Right. And once that's done, we can go save the others.
We have to absorb the commander's hemoanima, right? Who's going to do it?
Does Vesh just come in now and
Let's see.
absorb? Oh, this is a rare sight. A rare sight now. Who did we give it to before? I'm gonna give it to Darumi. Since we came back for the ruby, let's give it to our gal. Chuckling, laughing as she walks toward. Look at the smile, even. And the growl. You know what? She walked out of like A Nightmare Before Christmas. She's embracing it.
This is so crazy!
This is why we need someone like this on the team. Extermination complete. What's so crazy about the skippable stuff, by the way? The skippable battles. If we weren't able to skip the battles here, and this is our first time doing the route, factually so, I think that like the time we would have spent in this and before they even added also the idea of like the choices as well, you know, where you get to go right before the choice. I think that we would not have gotten here in the first episode because of how long the battles can be. The battles can sometimes last a half an hour, like at minimum sometimes. So you're talking about like, you know, this battle would have been like a half an hour. The other battle would have been half an hour. The conversations we've already been having, like I'd say, have been like 35 minutes at least. Like you're talking about a lot of time, really. Like we saved an hour already. There she is. Hopefully got an S rank. That was all you, Darumi. That was all you. Well done. Everyone praise her right now. Praise her. Praise her. Everyone in the audience praise her. All you guys in the comments praise her right now. Having defeated the commander of Parliament, we headed back to the second last defense academy building. Oh, I skipped the accident. What did it say? What was the absolute worst situation I could have imagined? Oh no! No! Kirara, no! 3 mummified... 4 people died already! What? 3 mummified corpses were laying on the ground. That's so bad! They all looked more or less identical, but it was obvious who they were. Guys, 3 of our friends died in the first, like, 50 minutes of this route. In the first 50 minutes of this route, 4 people are gone already. We failed the mission already. This was all that remained of Kirara Osuzuki, Kyoshika Magadori, oh my god, and Yugumu, oh my god. Are you telling me the only way for all these characters to survive is for Darumi to die? Is that actually the case? So is there no possible timeline apart from the first timeline where Darumi can coexist in the same timeline after this with Kyoshika? Is that just the case? Or Yugumu or Kirara? They're just not able to ever be in the same timeline together. Is there any way at all? That's crazy. That like the price for getting Darumi back is 4 lives. The trade-off was 4 lives. They died before we even got the chance to meet them. Talk about tragic. It is tragic. Oh my god. And how Nozomi was he feeling now after being told, being reassured what was going to happen? How Takami's feeling now after lying and then not working out? His choice like led to this. That's what happened. Hey guys. Tsubasa came running out of the school, breaking the silence. I got it working again though, but it's not gonna work. No, maybe it's not too late. Can we use it to bring these guys back? No, because Veshnas took their hemoanima. No, now that they're in this condition, the machine won't work on them anymore because it requires cryptoglobin. Who would do this? What was in that Veshnas person? Oh my god, 4 people. Most likely, yes. Nigo's gone. Moko's dead. Kyoshika's dead. Yugumu's dead. Kurara's dead. What? So much is going to change now though, right? Because Kyoshika did that sacrifice. Yugumu's the one who creates the bioweapons. Kurara is the one who sets the traps, but also at times she had the relationship with Nozomi that was like such an interesting arc too. Things are going to change so much. We've lost our dear friends. Like I'm not gonna lie, I will say this too, like coming back here, like I also thought of the idea of like Kyoshika still being around, you know? But now she's not around either. And it's not, by the way, it's not, I hope it doesn't sound bad against Yugumu and Kurara. I'm just saying that, you know, because Kurara died too. But like Kyoshika was a character who died so early as well. Your friend Moko went to rescue Nigo so he could fix the Revive-O-Matic, right? But if it was still broken when he got here, then... I mean, she never got Nigo back. She probably didn't make it out either. Moko, no, oh my god, the feelings Nozomi must be feeling right now after all that. Takumi, what's going on? Are you promised? Oh my god, you promised to be alright? Because he should never have promised that. And he should never have taken you out of there. I think taking Nozomi out of the situation led to this happening. I think that's what it led to. Why did it turn out like this? I don't know. I didn't think it would be as bad as this either. There weren't this many casualties last time. There weren't this many, so there was casualties. Exactly. Yeah, he knew Moko would get killed. He knew it. This many, he knew somebody would get killed. Oh my god, this is so bad. Takumi, you're gonna have to own up to it, man. In my timeline, Moko got captured when she rescued Nigo. But only her. Everyone else was fine afterwards. But that's not a good explanation, though. It's like imagine saying yeah, only she died. Everyone else was okay. So you lied to me when you said that it would all be okay? None of it was true. It was a lie. It was a lie that he told to save you, and in his mind he thought this is the right thing to do. Well, the thing is, like I genuinely thought they would be. I'd never seen this frame before. I thought they'd get revived just like before. No, because the variable there was Nozomi. That was the other variable. That's how it happened in my future. So then why? Because Nozomi was taken out. I can't. I'm sorry. I know I'm saying the obvious guys over and over again, but it's just like it legitimately is such a horrible situation. The future is changing. It's changing? According to Takumi, this academy shouldn't have been attacked until later, and not the same time as the main campus. Things are starting to play out differently compared to how they experienced them. Yes. I guess they would after Veshtis found out about the time travel stuff. Wait a minute, if our academy getting attacked entirely was different from the first time, then... Oh, you already knew the future was changing. He did. Oh my, imagine this is how we start, I'm not joking. Nozomi and Takumi's relationship is legitimately my favorite relationship in the entire game. Easily, right? And the fact that we're starting it off with a lie that's a horrible lie. It's a betrayal. It feels like a betrayal already at the start of the relationship. Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. It's so difficult because I'm sorry. I don't know how far that goes. When 5 people counting Nigo, not a person, but you know what I mean, are dead. This can't be happening. Please, everyone, don't leave. Oh my god. And not only that, but Nozomi as well has to live with the fact she's the last and final survivor of the entire second to last Defense Academy. She's the last one. Karara, Kyoshika, Yugumu, Moko. Holy freaking hell. No! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. If only I stayed here, I might have been able to. It's the truth. It's the truth. I might have been able to save Nigo. We could have fixed the Revive-O-Matic and brought you all back. She is devastated. And why wouldn't she be? I feel so bad as well. This is again, it's 4 people. For what it's worth, Takumi was right about the last Defense Academy being the school we need to protect. Yeah, but I don't give a damn about actually protecting the school that much. I really don't. I did this to obviously save Darumi in this timeline. And it ended up with a lie to... Oh my god. You could have left me behind. You didn't have to trick me into coming back with you. I agree. I was so not for that. Your team's been fine protecting that school on your own. You could have done it without me. Well, we could have done it. Yes, we could have. We probably could have. There's no lies here from Nozomi, what she's saying. There's no lies. If we went back by ourselves with Hiroko, ourselves, and all the rest of the crew we brought with us, and we defended the people of the last Defense Academy, we could have survived there, all of us. And there's a chance that right now 4 other people would be alive. Sorry, 5 people died. 5 people died. It's Moko. Yeah, no, sorry, it wouldn't be. Sorry, 4 people died, and then would have been all of them surviving. Oh boy. Why was it so important to you that I survived, even if the others didn't? Oh my god, and we have to explain this. I don't know what happened in the last 100 days you lived through, but it's got nothing to do with me. The version of me you knew back then, that's not me. And that's the problem with Takumi sometimes, is that he has to, because it's on his mind. He's basing the future decisions based on what happened in the previous routes, but that's not their timeline.
Whatever you talked about with her, however you felt about her, whatever kind
This
of
aggressive
relationship
tone.
the two of you had, none of that applies to me. None of it
She's
gave
right.
you any right to lie to me.
She's right. You had no right to lie to her. She's 100% right. Oh my god, bringing back Jerumi is like one of the most horrific starts to route ever. But she's right about this. Takumi is using his relationship with Nozomi and his care for Nozomi as a way to like lie to Nozomi. That's not true care. She was right. I'd known all this from the start. But Nozomi Karawa was too important to me. You've lost her either way. I didn't like lying to her, but I convinced myself I had to do whatever it took to keep her alive. Yep. Your mind convinced you that this was the right decision. Even so, I never thought that choice would lead to the others all dying. Let me say it again. She's saying it again. She's reiterating. Whatever relationship you had with me in the future has nothing to do with me that's here now. As far as I'm concerned, I only met you yesterday. You're practically a stranger, and this is true. This is so true. My stomach is churning again. We're an hour. We're like an hour into this. Takumi, that's the truth. Takumi. Yes, a stranger. And here's the thing, I know Takumi again, like on his mind, he convinced himself, I think it was like a mental thing where he convinced himself that this, and I believe that, he convinced himself this was the right choice. He used his own mental gymnastics in his mind to convince himself that this was the right choice. So don't go pushing your feelings onto me or thinking it's okay for you to lie to me, and it wasn't okay.
I absolutely hate that.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's so fair. Nozomi vented everything she was feeling at me. Her voice had turned cold and hard in a way I'd never heard before. This is the first time ever we see Nozomi be this direct and aggressive. She's never like this. And right now you understand, she just lost 4 of her friends and Nigo. She's the last survivor of this academy, and she was told the reason that that she wasn't there basically to protect them and keep them alive was a lie. That this dude lied to her about because he's like, oh, I knew you in the future. Oh, it feels so painful to be back to square one when we had those amazing moments with Nozomi last time. It's not even square one. This is square minus 50. I don't remember much about what happened after that. Yeah, you probably blocked out your mind. We got back on the school bus and at some point, but the mood was still somber. Somber? I think your mind is doing a lot of protecting here because, like, Jesus, the mood for me would be like, get me out of here. We rode along in silence and got back to the Last Defense Academy a little before daybreak. Everything has to change now. Like, how much has changed? That was one of the most, like, painful scenes to get through. It was bitterly painful. I started the day back in my own room, not that I'd gotten any real sleep, getting back so late last night. Not to mention I was still thinking about everything Nozomi had said to me, yeah? And the way she looked at me. I'd abandoned the team at the other academy and lied to her about everything. I couldn't deny it. That was exactly what I'd done. She had every right to be angry with me. I'm glad you acknowledge this, 100%. And here's the thing, I want to make it clear as well with the thing with Takumi, and this isn't me like making excuses for Takumi. First of all, he shouldn't be in this position in the first place. Second of all, this was clearly a very a mental thing in his mind because, like, he adores Nozomi, and it's not an excuse. He adores Nozomi so much that in his mind he's like, well, maybe I can just save Nozomi, right? That's how his mind said to. That's what he said in his own mind. That's how he convinced himself that this was okay. Well, I could just save Nozomi, right? That's something I could do. Like, yeah, I didn't save the others, but like, at least I could save them. And then he convinced himself in his mind as well. He kind of blocked out his mind. Well, the others were saved the last time, right? Only Moko's gonna die, and think of it that way, right? He's protecting his own mind so much with the way he's like trying to convince himself that he said only Moko, right? It should have been only Moko. I couldn't deny it. That is exactly what I'd done. She had every right to be angry with me. Guess I should go wash my face. I forced myself out of bed and staggered into the bathroom. Wow, I look terrible. My face was ashen, devoid of life. I laughed bitterly. Once I've washed up, I'll go to the cafeteria like usual. Is that not what's crazy about this too? Is that we came back to save everyone. And imagine how Takumi was feeling after trying to save everybody. And how it ended up, instead of trying to save everybody, we ended up with 5 people. With 4 people dead. And 1 person hating us, basically. Probably the worst possible start to a route you could start. And that's the price for saving Darumi. The cafeteria was almost completely empty. The others must still have been resting after our trip to the second last defense academy the day before. I don't know if I'd go that far. But you can't deny it either, right? What's happening? That's certainly true, and when my dear sister's safety is concerned, there's no such thing as being too careful. Ima, Kako, and Gakko? That's a rare combination. Morning, everyone. The moment I stepped in, all three of them turned to look at me. Oh, good morning, Takumi. What were you guys talking about? You seem kind of intense for the first thing in the morning. Well, it's completely frank and honest. We were talking about how you're a liar. My heart has sunk. This is the consequence. We lied. We're gonna have such bad relationships with all these characters. We lied. Huh? We lied to everyone. Like, well, no, we didn't lie to everyone, but we lied. If they think we can lie to get to do one thing, we can lie for other stuff too. Brother dearest, it's not that we're mad at you for lying to Miss Kitafuji per se, but by hiding privileged information, you've proved that you can't be trusted. Oh my god, and it's so fair what they're saying. It's so fair. Oh, my heart is sinking. What are you saying? All this time we've been taking everything he's told us a true. We've told him about the future. Now everything's changing, and we're proven to be a liar. We're a proven liar now. But now we realize you can lie to all of us you want about what happened in the future. Yeah. And again, you can't blame them for feeling this way. Whether we live or die is all up to you, Mr. Suno. Just like what happened with the... Oh my god. And this is what Ima's feeling. He's feeling like you can choose whether we live or die now. Because of like our choices, what led to happen to the other people at the academy. And we also don't have the knowledge of the second route where we can say, well, Darumi died, you know? Not that would excuse anything of the excuse of lying, but you could say like, well, Darumi died in the other route, because they're not going to believe that either. Even if we did know that, they're not going to believe that. Don't be crazy. You've got it all wrong. Saving Nozomi was I had special reasons, and that's probably worse because now they know if you have a special personal reason, you will lie to everybody. Aha! Exactly. This Ima's not wrong. If you have other special reasons, you'll lie to the rest of us as well. He's not wrong. What he's saying right now, it makes perfect sense. It's true. Maybe you didn't like the members of the other school, so you let them die? Was that just special? No, my god, not at all, Ima. There was characters there who I adored, like Yoshika for sure. Like as one of my favorite characters. I'd say top like 7 easy. What? That's not what's happening, Takumi, but now lying to Nozomi has opened the door to this. It has. Now it's crazy. One more from you, we could just die just like that. Oh, Gaku thinks we're a liar too. Guys, I don't think we should treat Takumi like he's some kind of dictator. And Kaku's being a bit reasonable here as well, but I don't blame Ima and Gaku for feeling this way. And even when we said, oh, I had special reasons, that's so, you know what I mean? The reason why it's worse is what Ima said. What happens down the line if we say like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll be safe if we go this way. And they go, let's go the other way. Like, I can't trust him at all. We're just telling it like it is, Sister Dearest. Our lives really are in his hands. Darna, why is this happening? The trust is broken. Consider this a warning, Mr. Sumino. Stay away from me, oh my god, not the Tsukumo twins. If anything happens to her because of your lies, I won't hesitate to extract retribution. If one of my lies led to Kaku dying or getting hurt, Ima, I would extract retribution myself on myself. I would beat the hell out of myself. Yeah, for real, just don't mention the future anymore, alright? And now they don't even want to know about the future. Oh my god, my heart sank. Without warning, Ima and Gaku left the cafeteria. I'm sorry, my dear brother, you always take things too far. Can I be honest with you though, Kako? Like, this is one of those times where, like, I actually think that, like, the response is obviously, like, an emotional response, but it's accurate. It's how you would feel at the time. Like, all they know from their perspective is that 4 people died because of a lie that we said. Technically, that's what they feel right now. That's and we played favorites. We did. We played favorites and saved Nozomi, not the other characters. I don't think you're the type of person who likes deceiving others. Thank you, Kako. We know Kako always looked up to Takumi as well. It's just that there was no other way to save Nozomi, right? No, I think if we left Nozomi there, she might have been saved. Maybe, but maybe I was wrong for going that far in the first place. I think we were. I would say we were wrong. I'm sorry, I won't be able to stand by you. At least not openly. My dear brother can be awfully stubborn when he gets like this. It's okay. And now we don't have the progression of Kako either, where she's going to be able to stand on her own 2 feet. You know? In fact, I should get going before he starts wondering what's taking me so long. It's so bad to not, like, again, because Ima and Kako, they treated, like, Takumi at times like an older, like, brother sometimes. They, you know, Kako looked up to Takumi. Ima, like, believed in Takumi at times too, you know? You know, the last time we talked to Ima, like, at a bonding event, he said, I'm so, like, proud to be friends with all of you, you know? And now everything's changed again. Sure, do what's best for you. Please do. I watched Kako hurry away and heaved a sigh. Not everyone was outright hostile as Ima or Gaku, but my credibility with the others had clearly taken a hit. Of course it would. Now that I thought about it, I should have known I couldn't count on things playing out exactly the same as before. But I wasn't thinking straight back then. I was too focused on saving Nozomi. Yeah, tunnel vision. This isn't just about me, though. I chose to leave the second last defense academy to fend for itself and gotten its team killed. Yep. The reality of what I'd done still hadn't fully sunk in. It was like all this was happening in a dream or a nightmare. And it's crazy because, like, in the other room, our choice led to Nozomi dying, but because we weren't not Nozomi, sorry, Darumi, because we were honest, like, people didn't see it as like, oh, it's your fault, you know what I mean? People didn't see it like that. They did, for a second they did, but they were like, look, we can't fault you forever, you know? But this is different. Not only did people die, but we were also dishonest. If they died and we were honest about something, it would be different, right? It'd be like, okay, you tried your best, you know? All the same, that was a choice I made. Now I have to live with it, whether I liked it or not. So rough. I decided to hang out in the cafeteria for a while longer. I didn't want to run into Ima and the others and risk making things worse. That's such a horrible feeling as well, isn't it? Oh my god, Darumi's here. Here on your own, Takumi? I didn't think you were the loner type. Oh, hey, Darumi. What's the matter? You're looking about as chipper as a fresh corpse. It's all the stuff that's happening with the lie and stuff, Darumi. If you started looking like that during the Killer Game, it'd be me you were about to stab and go postal on us. I promise you I wouldn't do that. I promise you. Yeah, whatever. So why are you so full of energy? Aren't you tired from yesterday? Don't say whatever to Ruby. I just got her back. No, I never sleep anyway. It's nothing but nightmares and depression when I do. This is what I'm talking about. She has such a deep story behind her. And I feel so bad for her all the time. Did something go down between you and Gaku and the others? I passed through the hallway just now. They seem to reel on edge. And you're still pressing me on it? You're not one for tact, are you? Oh, Takumi, I'm gonna be honest with you here, buddy. Like, this is the best case scenario that someone's even asking us what's happening, you know, and in a very, like, cheerful tone. I'll be honest. Like, and it's not just me, like, defending the room because I understand, like, people might go, you're pressing us on us. I would kind of be, like, grateful that, like, you have somebody coming to, like, talk to you about this stuff, you know? You're gonna need it at some point. Anyway, I dropped by to tell you something too. Please, no pranks or gross stuff. I can't take getting Darumi'd right now. Honestly, Darumi us. Your sanity level's getting low, huh? Don't worry, it's just boring stuff. It's boring stuff?
I wanted to say thanks for saving me.
Oh. That instantly hit. Oh my god. And this is gonna mean a lot to Takumi. Oh my god, that instantly hit. Oh. I must have misheard you. Could you repeat that? I thought I was going to die in that battlefield yesterday. Like, I actually die. That creep in the hood wouldn't leave me alone. I was getting so tired of avoiding her. I figured it was about time I gave up and let it happen. And then you guys came back. So if we didn't show up, we know she would have died. And suddenly I felt like I could tough it out a little while longer. All of a sudden I didn't want to die. That's huge. That's huge. Huh? Oh my god, this hits hard. This hits so hard. If you hadn't got back when you did, I'm pretty sure I'd be dead right now. Vesh just would have sucked me dry like she did that other commander. So, you know, thanks. Oh my god. I had a crying fit last time. I can't do it this time. I'm glad you were there for me. This is more like kind of emotional, like, relief tears. I think they're welling up in my eyes right now. But I don't think I could do another cry. I don't think I can. I don't think it's in me. But this is beautiful. These tears in my eyes, Darumi, that are welling up right now, they're for you. They are for you. That feeling in my heart, it's for you. Really? Even all the stuff I've got going on. When it comes right down to it, I'm afraid of dying. The fish and sushi restaurants probably feel the same. They're flopping around just begging for death, but at the very end they're scared too. What a horrible reference. I don't know if that analogy really fits. You know me. I'm not good at the profound stuff. Right now, I'm happy to be alive. That's all. Oh my god, guys. I'm like on the verge of... I can't do it again. I can't. I'm about to burst. I can't do it again. Ooh. That actually does make me feel better. I'm not fighting it, by the way. I'm just like... It's just this feeling of like equal parts like tears in my eyes. There's like that feeling in my throat that also... But my heart kind of feels good. Figured you could use a lift since Nozomi hates you now. No chance of you tripping any of her flags anymore, all the romance flags. Are you trying to cheer me up and push me over the edge? This is the best you're gonna get, Takumi. It's the best we're gonna get. Oh boy. You did a good thing, you deserve some... Oh. Oh. For real though, you did a good thing and you deserve some praise. The reason why this is probably so huge is like, every bit of criticism he got for that he deserved. But to still have someone like Darumi be like, yeah, but you saved my life, which is true. It is true. We did save her life and we know this for a fact. Like, what a sweetheart coming to say thank you, you know? And saying not only that, but like... Oh my god. It's not that I don't mind crying, it's just like, Jesus Christ. It was just yesterday when I recorded the other part, you know? But this is a different type of like, these are different tears than last time. It's not like I'm devastatedly like sad. I feel like a happiness in my heart as well that Darumi is alive, you know? Without any positive reinforcement, you'll end up just like me. I don't want to see that happen. What the hell? What a way to put it. Oof. But if I'm overstepping, Philippine all, I wish you'd let you... No, I never would say that. I'm never even going to repeat what you just said either. I'd never say that. Yeah. I'll never say that to Rui. I'll never say that. It's nice to know someone's still on my side. Thank you, Darumi. You want to play some horror games with me after breakfast? Real gory ones? I actually do. After a conversation like this, that's what your mind jumps to. I think I want to do something less depressing today. Honestly, like, I would love to do that with Darumi. You know what I mean? Yes, it'd be horrible and really gory and stuff, but like, why not? On here, I was going to recommend some titles that were banned for being too extreme. Well, let me know if you change your mind. I'm sorry, but that's sweet as hell. Look at that sweet girl. You know, this is a sweetheart. She said thank you for saving her. But not only that, but she said that I'm going to die again if I even say it, but like, she said she didn't want us to end up like the way she feels. And she says she's happy to be alive. Nothing will ever be a consolation for what just happened. The feeling that we had, this sinking feeling in my heart when people were calling Takumi a liar, nothing will ever be a consolation for like Kyoshika, and nothing will be a consolation for that. For Yugumo and Kurara and Moko. But like, I'm glad we have Darumi with us. I really am. Darumi left and I headed back to my room to get my thoughts in order. Jesus Christ. I think it was a beautiful scene. And I feel like, you know, it's really sad, obviously, like what's happened here, and it's really horrible what's happened here. But I do mean it when I say that, like, having Darumi say thank you and say that we made her feel like she didn't want to die anymore is actually, like, really... It means a lot to me. It means so much to me. Because we know as a character, she, like, talks about death a lot and doesn't mind, like, you know, the idea of a killing game, but to have her come up to Takumi directly, and we've never heard her speak like that, so directly and so sweetly, be like, you are the reason I'm alive and I thank you. And not because she had to. She could have gone about her day because we're supposed to save each other's lives. That's what we're here for, you know? That's what we do in the academy. You're constantly saving people's lives. But she said it because she said, how scary was that? She said Vestius was following her around and tried to fight her. I'm guessing Vestius picked up on Darumi's weaknesses that she has. And I don't want to call them weak. That's so bad. I don't mean to call weakness. I mean picked up on like her feelings that she wants to die, or maybe picked up on like the idea that like she's reckless, and maybe thought like I'm going to, because it's not a weakness to have the feelings she has. I'm sorry for phrasing it like that, but I think you get what I was trying to say. It's not right to say it like that though. And she was probably trying to kill Darumi, and imagine the fear. And Darumi just gave up until she saw Takumi arriving, and then we saved Darumi's life. And she said to us then and there that like without us, we would have been, she would have been dead. And like I said, there's no consolation ever for what has just happened. 4 people dead, and now we know officially 4 people do not trust us. So think of it that way. Our full crew. If I can look at this here. Look at this. We don't know. I think will back us up. Yeah, they reset their routes, but the stuff, by the way, loves us. Technically loves us, but in more ways than one. We probably will. I think Tsubasa will work with us for sure. Doesn't trust us. Doesn't trust us. Oh, doesn't trust us, but doesn't want to show it. Probably will work with us. Definitely doesn't trust us. Gone. This is horrible. Gone. Yeah. Look at that list of groups that do it. By the way, Darumi has 2, by the way, but I don't mind. It's not easy. I think I've talked about it at length here, so I hope you don't mind me just like I'm not going to talk about it even more, but I'll just briefly say like obviously like my thoughts on that, which is that yeah, Takumi lied today and it was the wrong thing to do. Like it was never going to turn out okay. It was I saving Darumi was such a beautiful thing, and it's such a beautiful aspect for a character, but like the other stuff that happened there, I think it was a direct result of us lying. And I do think it is one of these situations, and with Takumi, that he just freshly came back in time, and all he's thinking about is saving Nozomi, and Katawa, this woman that he loves. And in his mind, he thought very, and I don't want to use the word selfish. I'm going to say maybe just very like tunnel vision. Like he saw, wait, what if I just save Nozomi? If I can't do much else, I'll just save Nozomi. And he did that, but then he did it through a lie, because she wouldn't have left if she didn't hear that everyone was going to be okay. She wouldn't have left, and I think if she was there, she would have been able to help the crew as well. But yeah, we know this, and we know this is one of the aspects of this story. He lied so he could have him save Nozomi, but Nozomi could have been saved nevertheless. And it's a bad decision because Saray, or at least a bad emotional decision, because Saray like agreed with it in the end. Saray was like, yeah, sure. But the fact that we lied to all these characters showcases now to every other character in this game that we're capable of lying if we need something for our own special gain. But here's the thing: I don't think Takumi is like that as a person. I think this was a moment of, I think it was a moment of weakness. I think this was a moment of weakness that he did, and it's not a moment. But I don't want to make it be like, oh, it's just a mistake. There's a lot of steps to this mistake. There was a bus ride home that he could have turned around and said, Nozomi, no, we're going to bring you back there or whatever. There's a lot, so it's not just a mistake. It was a direct decision, but I think it was a decision made under the idea of his tunnel vision. And I also want to say this as well, that like, I'm not excusing it, because I can acknowledge 100% that this was a horrible decision that was very serving of the interests of, Takumi thinking that he was going to be Nozomi's savior. And what it resulted in was like Nozomi, basically ripping us apart with her words. The first time we ever heard her be that aggressive towards somebody besides Saray, the first time we ever heard her be that aggressive towards Takumi. That's just it. That's just what happened. But I love the Darumi scene in the end. I think it's so beautiful how they're humanizing her in that way too, and how she always had something in her past about her depression and her wanting to die, and it's so sad. And the fact that she said that she didn't want us to end up like her was so heartbreaking. But also she said that we gave her like this feeling that like, okay, maybe I can live and maybe I want to live. And the way she described it is so true, which is just like, yes, she's talking about wanting to die this whole time, but when you're actually faced with it, it's a different story. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you much for supporting me and supporting the series. We'll see where this route takes us. I don't know if it's going to be as long as 100 days again. We'll see. But it was incredible. Yeah, that Darumi scene in the end was one of the most important scenes I've ever played, and it's one of my favorite scenes ever. I'd say top 5 favorite scenes in this whole game. I loved it to pieces. I really do. It's such an important scene. And for Takumi to have him, like, to have someone there, you know, at least one person, and for it to be Darumi is so crazy too, you know, the one person that supports us, to be grateful that she was saved, and to ask us to play horror games, like, that just meant the world to me. It meant so much to me. It's such a beautiful scene. Thank you so much to my patrons at the highest tier and my YouTube members at the highest tier who make this series possible, make all series possible. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to Tyfrower2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, and Nusta, Thanks Marky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared Beanham, and the highest tier on my YouTube, Wallgamer7 and Blasco, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.